waiting for deliveries, and I think I'll go over to this one pizza place. And I realized, well, it's 12:30 at night, but I still thought that he might be open. So I'm going to make a U-turn, like a turnabout inside of a driveway off a side street. And then, just as I come up to the side street, I see barricades, construction barricades, making not even a single lane, more like a half of a single lane. So then I'm like, nope. And then I go forward. I see somebody behind me, probably 100 feet behind me. They're going kind of slow, so I get back into the lane, out of the left turn lane, and I go to the next street into that left turn lane. And yep, same issue. Construction horses blocking the way. Most of the lane is closed off, but you could squeeze by, but I didn't want to risk it. So then I stay in the left turn lane. I turn on my right blinker. I let the person pass me. Then I get into the right lane. I turn on my blinker, of course, to go down to the next side street to turn right and do a turnabout in the next driveway there. And as I'm doing that, the car that passes me does a quick U-turn in front of me. Sort of like not really a U-turn, more like an S-turn. Like he does a U and then he comes back around and hangs, and he's facing an opposite traffic direction in the far lane of a 2-lane road, not even in the left turn lane. And then I realize, oh, that's an undercover cop. No big deal. He's probably going to flash me. He's probably going to, whatever. Maybe not even. He'll just drive by and see if I'm okay, because, hey, I suppose if I had been drinking, I could have been driving like that. But I was using my blinker. I was very quick and efficient, and, I knew the guy was behind me. I knew he wanted to pass me. So I do the turnabout in the next side street to the right, which is clear, because there were no side streets to the right prior to that. Otherwise, that would have been my choice to make the U-turn in general. So I get there, turn around their driveway. I'm halfway back out the driveway, and yep, he's got his searchlight. And then I put my hands up like, what? And that's when he does the reds and the blues. And I was like, oh, Jesus, I should have just completed the turnabout and then let him, drive past me and see what was going on. And he hops out of his car, like just bounds out of the car with his flashlight on, ready to go. And he shouts out, "Are you trying to be a wise ass?" And I'm like, no. I said, just like that. He says, driver's license and insurance. And he goes, I need driver's license and insurance. And I said, so do I. He says, you have them, right? I go, yeah, I got them, but I'm going to need them. Driver's license and insurance. Why'd you pull me over? Driver's license and insurance. Yeah, but why did you pull me over? Driver's license and insurance. And I kind of laughed and said, there's got to be a reason, right? He says, you're all over the road. And I said, no, I was using blinkers and I was in the correct lane and all of that. I did all the right stuff. And I did not tell him that I had 6 cameras in this rig. I didn't tell him that. In addition to the phone I'm using now and another phone I have in a Kindle. So there's basically like 8 or 9 cameras at any one time running. And 4 of them were 24/7, even when the car's shut off, even when the battery dies. So I'm just gonna let that lie. I'm not gonna tell them any of that. I don't have to. And then she's all over the road. And I'm like, all right, well, that's his opinion. I'm not gonna argue with it. Now I do have. He does have a legitimate reason. Now I do have to. Because if he's going to interpret me using my blinkers, almost going to turn left and then decide not to, and then drive straight, and then use my blinker again, almost turn left and decide not to, and then let him pass me, and then I go into the right lane and drive a little further to go into the side street, and then I'm going to do all that in succession quickly. what other way could I do that, right? And if I was drunk, obviously I wouldn't have been able to maneuver any of that. So like, I have the window rolled all the way down, you know, big mistake, but whatever. I'm thinking there's no funky smells in my car, whatever. Just the one window rolled down, and and then he says driver's license insurance. I go, yep, right here. Hand it to him. He's looking at driver's license, and I'm explaining to him like what I did, and then I show him the insurance, and then he starts lightening up pretty quickly, and then he finally tells me after I repeated what I just said to you guys. Listen, if you should listen to this crap later. And I said, and then he goes, so I tell him I described to him what I did, and I know I did it all correctly. And then, and if he checks his car camera, he'll see that I have my seatbelt like half on, but he wouldn't have been able to see me take it off. But I decided I'll leave it half on, and then as I'm doing the turnabout in reverse, I managed to get the seatbelt on the rest of the way. I'm thinking, well, his crash cam might not be recording because he didn't do the berries and cherries until after I had the seatbelt clicked and after I had already stopped the car halfway out the driveway. And usually the crash cams don't come on until then anyway. But they're always recording. So it would have caught 30 or 60 seconds before it actually came on officially. So, but he didn't say anything about that. And then as he was talking to me, I'm like, I'm going to take the seatbelt off now. I'm being real obvious about it. Then he says, well, all right, obviously I can tell you're not drunk. Because I'm trying to make jokes about it. And he says, all right, obviously you're not drunk. He says, that's why I pulled you over. And it was like, you're all over the road. And I thought it's either a mechanical issue or, brain function. I wanted to laugh when he said that. And, but, I didn't push the issue of like, why'd you pull me over? I made it kind of fun, where I laughed and said, there's got to be a reason, right? When it's saying it like that, I may or may not have been reminding him of the recent Supreme Court case law that says you absolutely have to give a driver at least one legitimate reason why you pulled them over. And if you don't, they do not have to identify themselves. They don't have to show your driver's license. They do, however, you don't have to show your DL, and you do not have to show your insurance, but you do have to show the vehicle registration, especially if you're in a rental car. Now, there's a kind of a catch-22 in that is because to prove that you're in charge of the rental car, you do have to produce a copy of your contract, and in doing that, they're going to have your name, driver's license number, everything that you don't want them to have. They're going to have it, So, no, what the thing with the rental contract, though, they can only look at it. They cannot take it from you. That's the caveat there. And all they're going to look for is usually the rental place will circle the return date. So they'll focus on that to make sure that you're not late in returning the car. But other than that, he didn't ask for that. He knew it was a rental, and he said, "Yeah, it came back as." He mentioned the company. He goes like Davis, and I go, "I hope not." It's an enterprise rental. And he goes, "Oh, well, yeah, enterprise, whatever." And I said, "Okay, all right. Just make sure the databases are lined up." And then he takes my driver's license and goes back to his car. And he says, "There's no ticket. I just documented that I made the stop." And I go, "All right, do you really need my DL for that?" He goes, "Not really, but I have it, so I might as well put a real name in there, right?" And I'm like, "Dude, whatever." So he comes back. He didn't do any of that. He just checked to make sure that it was valid in other ways. I didn't care. He didn't actually put it. He just put pulled over driver at certain time date, blah blah blah. I've seen those forms. They never ever have to actually put in a real name. It's not necessary at all. And they already have the picture from the crash video. the dash cam videos, and they attach it to the report. They have all that. So it's not like you can't get a picture of me. But it was so funny how he just bounced out of his car. Are you trying to be a wise ass? It's like, what do you think? Well, we're playing bumper cars here? What do you mean? That cracked me up. And I just said, no, no. I'm like thinking in my head, no road games, no funny business, no. Oh, God. I'm in a freaking dad car. I like an SUV. I'm not in a sports car or a van with no windows, all rusted. Oh, that was something. That was hilarious. And just as he's about to go back to his car to do the contact report, I go, this is not the worst thing that happened to me tonight. And you're saying, I got stung by two of my friends. They stung me. You look at me like, dude, you're fucking crazy. So he goes back in his car and comes back, and that was very funny. Very funny. It's an inside joke with my friends, so I'm not gonna tell them what it's about. But anyway, that was funny. Yeah, but he was, at first he was adamant he was not gonna tell me why he pulled me over. I mean, it was like, dude, did you forget? Like what? What? And then it's fine. You know, it's so bizarre, so bizarre. Raining? Huh, weird. Ugh, what time it is?